Assalamu alaikum. There is a narration attributed to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam wherein it is said that if a person dies and his relatives wail or they weep, then the dead is punished because of the wailing of the relatives. Now, a thinking mind finds this narration disturbing because this is against the Quran. There are many ayat of the Quran which makes clear that a person is responsible for his or own deed. For example, Surah Al-Am, Surah number 6, ayat number 164, Surah Isra, Surah number 17, ayat number 15, Surah Fatir, Surah number 35, ayat number 18, and Surah Zumar, Surah number 39, ayat number 7, they all say that no bearer of burden shall bear the burden of another. It means that a person is responsible for his or own deed. If you see Surah Isra, Surah number 17, ayat number 15, it says, whoever goes right, then he goes right only for the benefit of his own self. And whoever goes astray, then he goes astray to his own loss. No one laden with burden can bear another's burden. So Quran makes clear that you are responsible for your deed. But the narration attributed to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says that dead will be punished because of the wailing of the relatives. When some common people think and they try to ponder more on this topic and then they take this query to their scholars or to Imam, then the opposite side, they scream saying, you are Hadith rejector, or you are Ahl Quran, or you are Ahlul Rai, you are not from Ahl Sunnah, you have deviated from Deen. How dare you tell that the Hadith conveys incorrect information? Now let us analyze this Hadith. Now this hadith is present in Sahih Muslim several times. In hadith number 2015 from Sahih Muslim, we read, Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu reported that Hafsa radiallahu ta'ala anha wept for Umar when he was about to die. Then he, that is Umar, said, be quiet, my daughter. Don't you know that the Messenger of Allah said that the dead is punished because of his family's weeping over it? Now this is from Sahih Muslim chapter, the dead body is punished for the lamentation of his family, hadith number 2015. As per Sahih Muslim, hadith number 2016 to 2019 and hadith number 2021, hadith number 2015, hadith number 2016, hadith number 2017, hadith number 2018 and hadith number 2019 and hadith number 2021, all the hadith says that Hazrat Abdullah bin Umar said that dead is punished because of weeping of his family members. If you read hadith number 2026, then here Hazrat Ibn Umar told that dead is punished because of weeping of his family. This hadith gives the complete picture. Now whatever hadith I quoted earlier, that gives only the picture that it was said that Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that a dead is punished because of the weeping of his relatives. But if you read hadith number 2026, then it gives you the complete picture and in fact the opposite picture. As per this hadith, when this information reached to Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha, that it was the information that Prophet has said that the dead is punished because of the weeping of the relatives. When this information reached to Hazrat Aisha, then she said, Ibn Umar could not have remembered well what Prophet had said. She said that Hazrat Abdullah bin Umar, who is saying this thing, he could not have remembered exactly what Prophet had said. Then she said that when a Jew died and his family members were wailing, then Prophet had told that he is being punished, indicating that because of his kufr and not because of the wailing of the relatives. So Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa made it very clear that Prophet did not convey what Hazrat Abdullah bin Umar understood. Rather, Prophet had said that this Jew is getting punishment because of his kufr, because of his deed and not because of the wailing of the relatives. Similarly, if you read hadith number 2026 in Sahih Muslim, here Hazrat Hisham bin Urwa narrated on the authority of his father that the saying of Ibn Umar, that is the dead would be punished because of the lamentation of his family over him, was mentioned to Hazrat Aisha. Upon this she said, may Allah have mercy upon Abu Abdurrahman, that was the kunya of Hazrat Ibn Umar, that he heard something but could not retain it well. The fact is that the buyer of a Jew passed before the Messenger of Allah and the relatives were wailing over him. Upon this, Prophet had said, "You are wailing and he is being punished." So this was the actual picture which was given by Hazrat Aisha. So when the hadith, the so-called hadith or the narration attributed to Muhammad was brought to Hazrat Aisha Siddiqah, then she rejected it, saying that the one of the narrator, Hazrat Abdullah bin Umar, who is saying this thing, he could not have remembered well what Prophet had said. And then she gives the correct picture that a person gets punishment because of his own deed and not because of the wailing of the relative. So in this example, we see that due to human error, people misunderstood what Prophet had said. So we find it that there are so many places in Sahih Muslim wherein you give one picture and there are some hadiths which gives you the opposite picture. So if you read both type of hadiths, then things become very clear, and the first picture which is coming out of some hadiths is incorrect. Now what is the approach, or in fact what was the approach of the Muslim scholars in past several centuries? Even after knowing that the same Sahih Muslim is containing some narrations which is incomplete or which is giving incorrect picture, and other narrations are making it clear they are giving the correct picture, so what have been the approach? It has been null and void. So if a person reads those hadiths in isolation, then he is bound to reach to the wrong conclusion. If non-Muslims read those hadiths, then they lay allegation against Islam. So the better approach would have been to remove those hadiths which are giving the incorrect picture or which are wrongly quoting Prophet Muhammad. But unfortunately, no such action have been taken place. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.